Now, instead of the long U, you do know there's the other sound, just like you have the long I and short I, the long E and short E. You have the long U and you have the short U. I'm going to share my screen. And let's look at the short U. Notice that it's being represented by the same diphthong for the long U, but it's pronounced differently. That's why I said in another video when I was just looking at the OO has several sounds. Now here, this is the OO, but it's the short sound of the U. Ook, book, ook. Gook, hood, shook, which is the past tense of the verb to shake. And the past and the simple form and the infinitive is shake or to shake, and the past tense is shook. The past participle is shaken. Rookie, someone who's new on the job. Crook, a crook, oh, got something in my eye there, excuse me, is someone who steals or who kills. A criminal. I guess you could say it's the informal way of saying criminal. Took. Took is the past tense of the verb to take. So it's to take, take, took, past tense, and past participle is taken. Tootsie. Tootsie, there's a candy called the Tootsie Roll, but Tootsie is also a lot of times what a male used to. That males don't do this anymore. They used to call a female, hey Tootsie, what's up? Look, ook. Very important verb, regular, to look, look, looked, looking. Foot, 1 foot, 2 feet. It's what you walk on. Brook, good. I don't think I have to say what good means. Hook, Captain Hook in Peter Pan. He had a hook on his hand because his hand was missing. Cook, something, what, number one, it's a regular verb, cook, cook, cooking. And a common verb, you cook in the kitchen, you cook food. Jook, book, again, repeat, repeat. Sooty, dirty, but dirty with like a black from the chimney. Cookie. This is if you're going down, a woman can be called cookie and it's IE. And also if you want to pluralize the word cookie with the Y, you add the IES. Looking glass, Alice in Wonderland and the Looking Glass. Whoops. You say that when you make a mistake. Whoops. Hoof. The foot of certain animals, like the foot or feet of certain animals, like the cow, the donkey, the horse, I think a pig. And as I said in the video, when we were looking at the OO, there's an expression in English that says, when you hear hooves, because you take off the F to make this plural and add VES. So when you hear hooves, think of horses and not zebra. Don't always, when something happens or when something is going on, don't always think of the exotic, something that is like 1 in a million. Think of the most obvious, because a lot of times the most obvious is the reason why it's the most obvious, because it's obvious. Neighborhood. This is why kids say, this is my hood. because it comes from the word neighborhood, the place where you live, vecindad in Spanish. Goodwill, if I wish you goodwill, I wish you goodness. I wish things good for you. Wood, it's a material that you use to build furniture, to build tables. Woozy is when you're feeling woozy, you're feeling dizzy, you're feeling like, oh, like you see me, I'm going like this. You know, things are moving around, I'm woozy. Wool is what you get from a sheep. And it itches too. Hoodlum is someone, a criminal. Took, woofer, they don't have this anymore, but that this used to be in your speakers. Toots, short for tootsie, what a man used to call a woman, but you don't hear that anymore. Hoodwink means to trick someone, to hoodwink. Footnote is at the bottom of a page or it's on a separate page in the back of a book. You make a reference to something and the people say, well, where did you get that information from? You know, you talk about 1 million people or 10,000 people. People say, well, where did you get that number from? You put it in your footnotes. You footnote it and you put it in your footnotes so the person would know exactly where you got that information. Hoop, foot, 1 foot, 2 feet. Hoopster. You know, I had this both in long and short because it all depends on how you pronounce it. Goody-goody, that's an insult. That means you are being too good. And a lot of times people say that when you won't do something that is not legal or that is not nice, and they call you a goody-goody to insult you to, that's a challenge. Football can either be an American football or it can be soccer. Snook, bull. Now here we have the U, short U being represented by the actual U, bull. A bull is a large male cow, but it's not a cow because it's a bull. Fury is when you're angry, but I mean furiously angry. Huron, full, not empty. My tank of gas is full. My tank is full. Furious comes from fury, to be, oh, so angry that you could kill somebody. Pudding, it's a dessert that you eat and it's thick. It's okay. There's an expression in English that says, the proof is in the pudding. You say something is true, when something happens, I will see. The proof is in the pudding. Sugar, to sweeten something, to make something, to make something iced tea, coffee sweet. Urine is what you do. Urine is what you excrete from your body when you do a number 1. Furious, we've already seen that. Could, important auxiliary verb for it's the past tense auxiliary verb, and auxiliary because can, but can is an auxiliary verb. You cannot use can by itself. No more can you use could. Although it appears sometimes in English like you says, I could, but you really mean I could do it. Would is the conditional in English. Should is talking about a duty, but it's not, it shouldn't be mixed up with must. You should do something is very different than you must do something. And we're back to book. Okay, so we're looking at the short U sound in English and how it's represented in writing. So once again, this is Corella Ficklin McLean at welcomewylcone.com. Please subscribe to my page. Please share my page. I appreciate it. So I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to say to you, thank you very much for listening to my videos. I hope they help you. This is especially helpful, of course, for ESL students, of course, but more than anything for ESL teachers. This can, these cards can act as a companion to a teacher, supplement, complement, so that when students ask about definition, when asking about pronunciation, you'll know why something is pronounced the way it is. You'll understand homophones and homographs and minimum pairs and jokes, why something is a joke, why something is a pun. So once again, thank you very much. Have a great day.